अस्सलाम वालेकुम एंड वेलकम बैक टू जी क्लिक। सो मैं हूं आपका होस्ट जाखरक और आज का ये वीडियो एक टोटली डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव से है। वी बी टॉकिंग टू द यंग जनरेशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान, द यंगस्टर्स, व्हाट वी कॉल द जेन जी, देयर पर्सपेक्टिव एंड हाउ दे look at things and their evolution. So without further ado, let's start. So हमारे साथ हैं जी फातमा और नसीर एंड जैसे कि आप सबको पता है कि I've been associated with the education sector for last 4 years. So मैंने सोचा कि इसके अपॉर्चुनिटी को हम अवेल करें और जो बच्चे हैं हमारे उनके पर्सपेक्टिव से बात करें और चीज़ों को डिस्कस करें. सो फातिमा एंड जी, वेलकम टू ज़ीप्लेक्स.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
सो दोनों जो हमारे मेहमान हैं उनका स्पेशलिटी ये है या जो मेन आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है कि बोथ ऑफ देम मूव टू पाकिस्तान इन देयर लेटर स्टेज अर्ली. जो इनकी ब्रॉटअप और एजुकेशन है वो बाहर हुई है और उसके बाद ये पाकिस्तान आए हैं. सो हाउ दे फाइंड पाकिस्तान, हाउ दे इवॉल्व थ्रू द एनवायरनमेंट एंड द एजुकेशन सिस्टम एंड एवरीथिंग, तो उस पर हम बात करेंगे. So start करते हैं हम फातिमा से. फातिमा, tell us the viewers about your journey. Where were you born and when did you move to Pakistan? और कुछ बताइए है ना.
Okay, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Fatma, and um, most of my life has been spent abroad. Like currently, as of now, I've spent more of my life abroad than I have in Pakistan. And I find that I've faced a lot of cultural shocks as well as other things because, you know, every country has their own values and beliefs and social moral values. I find that when I came to Pakistan, it was a huge shock for me and I could not adjust well. Even though I was born here and I spent, I think, 1 or 2 years in Pakistan before we went to UAE, but I still feel like I have yet to feel connected in Pakistan the way I did abroad.
So कब पाकिस्तान कब आना हुआ आपको?
We were in UAE for about the first 5 years of my life, and then we went to Saudi, and then we came back here in 2018.
2018. Okay.
It's been a good while.
All right.
It's been about 6-7 years. However, I still find it difficult to feel like I belong here.
ओके. सो डिफ़िकल्टीज़ के बारे में भी हम चैलेंजेस के बारे में भी बात करेंगे. बिफोर दैट आई वुड लाइक टू इंट्रोड्यूस नसीर टू द ऑडियंस. नसीर, अपने बारे में बताइए, अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कीजिएगा प्लीज़.
My name is Nasir, and I also recently moved to Pakistan. By recently, we mean 5-6 years. But the same thing, I was born in Pakistan. I spent a good 4 years in Pakistan before moving abroad. I have a few memories from that time. We used to live in our village in the start before moving to Spain. And so the thing is that I do remember how things worked here, how was Pakistan and everything. But my basic brought up and everything was in Spain. I lived there continuously for 11-12 years. And after that, we moved back to Pakistan in 2018, July, I guess. So fitting in here was very hard because there's an insane cultural difference and the society is completely different here. So we had to face, I had to face personally a lot of challenges because I was in a grown age. If I shifted here when I was below 10 years or if I was 6, 7, it would have been easier. But we faced them and here we are.
फातिमा, टॉकिंग अबाउट चैलेंजेस, किस किस्म की इनिशियल फर्स्ट फ्यू मंथ्स के बारे में अगर हम बात करें. कल्चरल शॉक आपने कहा. सो unlike Nasir, you were in a Muslim country. Both of the countries, UAE and Saudi Arabia, are Muslim countries. तो वहाँ का और यहाँ का क्या आपको क्या कल्चरल शॉक फेस करना पड़ा?
I've been basically raised in a household that's not very insanely conservative, but at the same time, we're not that open-minded either. So I've always been taught to do whatever I want within the religious boundaries. I can do whatever I want. But
जो नॉर्मली पाकिस्तान में एक
yeah.
हाउस होल्ड का एक वो है.
I feel like majority here still there's more conservativeness than there is open-mindedness because culture and Islam is mixed a lot over here. क्योंकि in Saudi or in UAE, Islam is practiced as Islam. But over here, I feel like culture gets mixed in it a lot. So that ends up that is one thing that really threw me off when I came to Pakistan. Because I was always free and I stand my ground, and I've been really social as a person always. So when I came here, I feel like that really, like, ekdam se it just like caught me off guard, because I would, if there's a family gathering or if there's a school event and I'm sitting and over here, I feel like it's more considered a taboo to talk to guys than it is in Saudi, which really comes off as shocking to me personally, because Saudi is religious and the Kaaba is there and Makkah is there, Medina is there, so you would expect them to be more like closed off. But I feel like here it's just frowned upon, which I personally did not understand as an 11-year-old, because now that I'm grown, I still feel like you could impose or like, you could put these boundaries on someone, but as an 11-year-old, it doesn't really make sense. And another shock that I personally faced for a good 3-4 years was that I was fluent in English. And that basically caused me to be the outcast at family gatherings or in school even. And the funniest part about all of this, because obviously in Saudi or in UAE, the only Urdu ever spoken was in my family, because we did not have relatives there. तो वहाँ पर तो उर्दू ऐसा बोली नहीं जाती है, except like school में भी ना, it was like English speaking. So उर्दू की क्लास में
Were you going to a Pakistani school or international?
I was in a Pakistani school. However, वहाँ पर उर्दू सिर्फ उर्दू की क्लास में बोली जाती थी. उसके अलावा if you spoke Urdu, you could get fined for it. So Urdu is not like majorly spoken over there. So when I came back to Pakistan, even though I could speak and I could understand it on a conversational level, I had a terrible accent because वो English में उर्दू बोलती थी मैं, and I would find it difficult to hold long conversations with people. And as I was saying, the funny part about this is that I was not bullied for not being able to speak Urdu. I was being bullied for being able to speak English.
Okay.
And it was overall a very honestly terrible experience back then. But now that I think about it, it comes off as funny to me that 11-year-olds are targeting me कि इसको तो English आती है. And because of this, I feel like a lot of the achievements that I have in life, because as I said before, I'm very social, so I'm into public speaking and all of that. Hence why I'm doing this podcast. I feel like a lot of my achievements were also like brought down, because I remember hearing about like this about myself a lot of times कि इसको अंग्रेजी आती है तभी इसको रखा हुआ है, and that she doesn't work hard, she just knows English. So I feel like I've always dealt with that in my life. Even now, if I'm like holding conversations with people and I switch to English, and if it's my accent or whether I'm fluent or if I use like a word that's not often spoken, I feel still that people do end up judging you for it. And it would be valid अगर उर्दू ना बोलने पे मजाक उड़ाया जाता, because why as a Pakistani मुझे क्यों उर्दू नहीं आती? But it's funny to me that you're targeting someone for knowing English and for being bahar se. So yeah.
So just for the viewers' information, Fatma, mashallah, is a national level debater or talented, gifted, dono bachche,
Thank you.
mashallah. So Nasir, what's your story? What kind of challenges? आपको क्या फातिमा तो चले वो उर्दू घर पे बोल लेती थी या स्कूल के भी क्लासरूम का सब्जेक्ट तो था. स्पेन में आई बिलीव ऐसा कोई सहूलियात नहीं थी, I believe. Although I find Spanish more fascinating than any other language. So आप बताएं.
So basically, the thing is that because when I went to Spain, I was 4 years old. And you know that a 4-year-old knows how to speak. Mostly kids are 2 years and they already have a good vocabulary. Plus, according to my parents and according to everyone, I was a kid that used to speak a lot. So I knew Urdu before.
Okay.
So that played a major role in not forgetting it, in like not forgetting it completely. Because when we went there, now I faced racism for the first time in my life because I didn't know a single word of Spanish.
Okay.
So when I started going to school, we went in March, I believe, and school there starts, like the session start in September.
Okay.
So in that period, I used to be at home with my dad, and it was fine. I just used to ask के बाबा इसको क्या कहते हैं, इसको क्या कहते हैं. My dad was very good at Spanish because he had lived there for a good 10-12 years before that.
Okay.
So when we went there, now I started going to school, and that was a major shock because there was no Pakistani guy in my class. Plus, I was not even used to go to school that much in Pakistan. I just went to school for 6 months or something. So starting there, मुझे वहाँ पे थोड़े से issues हुए in the start because of the language. But I am good at languages बचपन से ही. Like from day one, my mom and my dad, they always tell me कि you were the kid जिसको एक दफ़ा आप लफ्ज़ बोलो तो अगली बार उसको आता है. So I learned Spanish really quick. Like I used to watch cartoons. Majorly I learned from cartoons because phones तो उस time पे इतने ज़्यादा होते नहीं थे. तो the thing was कि I used to watch cartoons a lot, and then I used to sit with my dad at his job and ask him कि बाबा इसको क्या कहते हैं, इसको क्या कहते हैं. तो इस तरह करते हुए it took me around 4 months, 5 months to learn Spanish. Like basic decent Spanish in which I could communicate easily.
So when you came back to Pakistan, तब क्या हुआ?
When I came back to Pakistan, average average, the things that Fatma told, everything happened. Everyone was like, oh ho ho, Grace ki aulad. And that was a shock because, you know, I came to Pakistan and things that were normal for me were very odd here. Because as I told you before, I came in a good grown age. I was in 8th grade. So I had to go to 7th grade for 6 months so that I could learn a few basics before going to 8th grade. So that's why I'm 1 year behind. Like some of my fellows are a year younger than me. And there it used to happen that, for example, छोटी चीज़ें हैं. Like I used to go in my car with my driver. So now, because we lived 6 months in like गाँव वाली side, village side, so that we could learn Urdu from basics. क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो there is a lot of competition in schools, and फिर schools रखते भी नहीं हैं कि आप वही बात है सर, I was in 8th grade, मुझे अपना नाम उर्दू में नहीं लिखना आता. So how could they allow me to sit in the class?
ठीक है.
So that was the first 6 months were really hard because एक तो I shifted directly from like such a country to Pakistan. ऊपर से पाकिस्तान का भी वो एरिया जो इतना वो नहीं है, अभी डेवलप नहीं हुआ हुआ. उसके अलावा I used to feel a lot of differences sitting in class. Like one of the things that वहाँ पे बचपन से there's co-education. यहाँ पे I was in all guys. So that was a huge shock. And when I used to say something about it, again वही बात, ये तो बर्गर है, इसको तो ऐसे है, इसको. Because for me it was normal. It was like a daily thing. But यहाँ पे it was such an odd कि ओहो ये लड़कियों के साथ पढ़ता था ऐसे. Guys used to ask me such insane questions that वो ये लड़कियाँ साथ बैठती थी ऐसे. And I'm like, so, and secondly the language. Language was the biggest con because मुझे उर्दू बोलनी तो आती थी. Like my accent was bad, but it wasn't that bad. लेकिन the thing was मुझे ना उर्दू लिखनी आती है, ना मुझे उर्दू पढ़नी आती है. So the only thing I knew was अलिफ बे, वो भी कुरान पाक पढ़ने की वजह से, थोड़ी बहुत अरबिक की वजह से आती थी. So major challenges were like I couldn't do things that I do. Plus one issue that I still face till date is that in Pakistan you don't have freedom of speech.
Okay.
You cannot do what you want.
ठीक है.
हर बात पे ये आ जाता है, साथ वाला क्या कहेगा, फलाना रिश्तेदार क्या कहेगा. Like even you're doing something for yourself, it does not involve anyone. लेकिन फिर भी आपको ज़रूर घर से कोई बोलेगा या बाहर से कोई बोलेगा, यार उसके आगे बात ना करना, वो ऐसे फील करेगा. And even clothes. I went to a few school events in the first 6 months and everyone just used to stare at me. That what is he wearing?
ठीक हो गया.
So these are a few things.
So Fatma, tell us about the evolution. Did you find anybody supportive, or agar amongst the teachers or your classmates, or कैसे आपने कोप अप किया इन सब challenges को जिस पे के बारे में हमने बात की?
I don't think anyone was supportive of it क्योंकि जब when I came to Pakistan तो मेरा एडमिशन हुआ था in which is a semi-governmental all-girls college.
Okay.
And as he mentioned before about the whole co-education thing, I was also always in co-education. And my parents have never had an issue with that, which I find over here, I feel like a lot of parents do have an issue with it. So when I did come here, I did find it like difficult as well to settle. And as he said before that, if I said something about it, तो वो फौरन बात आती थी कि why is she talking about guys? And I feel like it's different for girls as well, because if a girl openly talks about a guy, तो उसमें तो फिर दुनिया फट जाए बस.
ठीक है.
So I do remember that I think maybe it was just my personal experience because I've heard great things about from other people, but no one over there was supportive of it. I do remember asking my Urdu teacher for a bit more help because I genuinely wanted to be better at Urdu because I remember I used to feel insecure about it. हर कोई मेरे इर्द गिर्द उर्दू बोल रहा है तो मैं क्यों नहीं बोल सकती? And my elder sister was fluent in it. Both my parents were fluent in it. तो मैं क्यों नहीं बोल सकती? And she just straight up rejected it. ना कि that is not possible since you should have learned it at home.
Okay.
And I feel like just I said before, had I been at a grown age, so it would have made sense. But being 11 and all of that was just horrible. And then uske baad I did shift to for I think 3 years. Wahan par the teachers were supportive of it because I feel most of the students over there was also international or people who have been abroad all their lives. So over there, I did feel that I can adjust well over there. And my family members were supportive of it because उनको पता है obviously कि बच्ची पूरी ज़िंदगी बाहर रही है तो अब वो एकदम से तो उर्दू नहीं बोल सकती. And my mom used to help me with it. My dad used to help me with it. I still remember that हमारे घर रोज़ अखबार आता था and my dad would make me read it. And at that time, it was always like कि क्यों मुझे नहीं आती तो क्यों आप मुझसे पढ़ा रहे हैं? But that played a huge role in improving my Urdu as well. And उधर क्योंकि it's also co-education, so that also felt more like, you know, something that resonated with what I called home. So in it was a good experience, but then again उस दौरान COVID आ गया, तो फिर वो जो 3 साल में से 1.5 साल था वो तो online ही हो गया था ना. And then उसके बाद when I went to those 3 years were questionable. Because again, I faced the same outcast ban gayi thi main for like a good 4-5 months. And the teachers were also, like they had the same behavior as the ones in. However, I do remember that the Urdu teacher that I had, she was really nice. And she helped me with my Urdu a lot. And co-education था, but what really surprised me was that कि एक ही क्लास में बैठ के आप उनसे बात नहीं कर सकते. And if you talk to them, तो आपने उससे बात क्यों की? And I very vividly remember this कि 8th class में थी मैं, and we're all like 14-15, and हमारी assessments होने लगी थी ना. And being me, I used to study like really well. Like I was really, and I'm really passionate about studying. तो मेरा काम सारा complete था सारी copies में. And I remember a guy, he came up to me and he was like, assessments होने लगी हैं तो मुझे आपकी copy मिल सकती है. And I gave him my notebook because that was normal. And then उसके बाद for a good week or 2, I was just like, इसने तो copy दी थी लड़के को. And it was so weird because teachers were also feeding onto this, which I still don't understand because ये तो फिर भी बच्चे हैं 14-15 साल के. You're grown, like you're grown women, grown men. So why are you feeding into it? And बाकी classes में तो I think बाकी classes में sections अलग थे of guys and girls, but हमारे section में we were like together. लेकिन बात वही है कि even if like you talk, because we had prefects of the class, तो एक लड़का prefect होता था और एक लड़की होती थी, and you would expect them to talk about class के मसले. So अगर आप उससे जाके बात कर लो तो पूरी class आपने देखी है. And it's so weird, and I could not adjust there. I remember coming back home and crying. And because से एकदम से में जाना, फिर O level से metric करना, it was really tough for me in general. और फिर ये सब भी हो रहा था. And then I remember 1 month into being there, I got selected for the debates, which at our school is like a 3-level event. Where first you have to clear through cluster and then regional from like 190 branches and then at a national level from 900 branches. And I remember getting selected for that and I was so happy about it. I was like, wow, this is the first time that like I feel like, yes, this is what I came here for. And then I got ridiculed for that as well. कि नहीं तुम्हारी मेहनत तो नहीं है, तुम्हें तो बस इंग्लिश आती है इसलिए, तुम बाहर से आई हो ना इसलिए teachers are being nice to you. And I overheard teachers saying this as well. And it was overall, I feel like we need to be more supportive as a community. क्योंकि उसके बाद एक और बच्ची आई थी that could not speak English. नहीं, that could not speak Urdu, and she was fluent in English. And I remember I was the only one that was welcoming towards her as well. And मेरे तो खैर बाद में दोस्त बन गए थे. She could not fit in, and she had to change schools. So I feel like less people are supportive because I think there's some sort of like inferiority. I don't know if it is that or if it's some kind of insecurity that we instill in children कि अगर आपको English नहीं आती तो आप जाहिल हो और अगर आपको आती है तो आप पढ़े लिखे हो. So I feel like we need to learn how to be more like as a community rather than एक बच्चा आ रहा है उसको English आती है तो आप उसकी उर्दू में help कर दो rather than bullying them for it or ridiculing them for it.
So, Nasir, how was your experience? Were there any supportive teachers or friends or?
Basically, my experience was a bit different from that because when I came to Pakistan, for the first time, I learned that there is something called power. You know that यहाँ पे अगर आपके ताल्लुकात हैं ना, so you can do anything. So the thing was कि in the start they were not giving us admission ना, because they were like कि हम कैसे बिठाएं 7th class में when he doesn't even know like a single word of Urdu. And the books are not that easy. Like if someone who does not know alif be kya hoti hai, how to differentiate between them, you give them the book, they're like, what is this? So it happened to me. I did not even know how to write my name. And another issue was that I was not that fluent in English as well. Because in Spain,
Naturally, yes.
Spanish people are very bad at English.
Yes.
You would know.
That's
So
European generally.
no, they're actually like generally they're really bad at English
Yeah.
because they use the Spanish accent to speak English and it's
Yeah.
funny honestly at times. So I was good at English because I used to need English to communicate sometimes in the start. They can
With the Spanish
with
accent
Spanish,
or?
no with normal accent before. I developed the Spanish accent in English, right? But
Okay.
it got better. Like
I
I had an Arabic accent in English. I had an Arabic accent in English. It was horrible.
so what happened ke they were not giving us any admission and then I don't know how one day I wake up and my mom's like ke uniform lene jana hai, admission ho gaya, and I'm like how? So I went there and I felt because I was not used to a uniform. A uniform was a big shock for me. Like one of the biggest shocks was that I have to wear the same uniform every day.
And that was Rawalpindi, Islamabad.
No, it was
In your village.
in my village.
Okay. All right.
So-
that's a different perspective then.
A
Totally
uniform
different.
was a big shocker for me because I was not used to wake up and have the same thing to wear every single day.
Okay.
Sometimes I used to wake up, I used to be late, so I would just change my shirt and run. I'd be like, it's okay, khair. So we used to have a dress code, like you could not wear something inappropriate, but it was that you can wear anything you want, something you feel comfortable in.
All right.
So a uniform was a very big shock. Like I was like, मैं ये कैसे पहनूंगा रोज? Especially because they are like formal clothes and we are not used to wearing them. On your daily basis, you don't go and wear shirts. Especially the uniform shirts have a very weird cloth, like fabric.
The
It's so
quality
weird.
and then, yeah.
It's so weird. So I remember that I wake up and admission hua hai, I go to school and every teacher is just staring at me with something that पता नहीं ये कौन है.
Alien, I guess.
No, I felt like that, no? Because I remember I went to school, मेरी shirt भी बाहर है, मैंने tie भी नहीं लगाई हुई because मुझे tie बांधनी नहीं आती. And मैंने belt भी like लगाई हुई तो है, but okay. तो I
वो जो
go,
belts होती भी हैं वो भी बड़ी.
I go and the principal, I walk into the principal's room because Zaira, I came from a society where it's normal to call teachers by their name, where you don't need to knock before entering your classroom. So the teachers were affected by that. Like the teacher used to give me stares because I was not used to it. Like, अब वही बात है, I enter, I go, I walk into the principal's room and he's just staring at me. So I go and I'm like, sir, मेरी class कहाँ है?
All right.
Then he told me कि बेटा आप अपनी शर्ट टक इन करें और टाई प्रॉपर लगा के. मैंने सर से कहा सर मुझे टाई नहीं बांधनी आती मुझे बांधनी.
All right.
तो सर ने फिर मुझे टाई बांध के दी. And I went to class and every single one is just looking at me at पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पे. So I go I'm so glad that my Urdu teacher, he was supportive. One, because of talukat,
See,
and secondly, he was a good person. Please, like उनको समझ आ रही थी कि I'm struggling. I don't know nothing. So then I had to like get an extra Urdu class after school. फिर वो मैंने उसी सर से बात किया. I was like, Mama, talk to him. If he can manage for a few hours, it would be better. So he used to come like our home, and then I used to have 2 hours of Urdu only for the first 6 months. So that like these were a bit. और दूसरी बात, I was in Gaon. अब वहाँ पे ना things are even more different.
I totally understand. Huh?
I used to like take my own water because water was really bad. पानी से I used to get sick all the time. Food, I couldn't eat anything out of the canteen. Plus, whenever I used to take money with me, I would just buy Lays, most of the times, because I couldn't afford to eat a shawarma or a samosa because पेट खराब हो जाता. So I used to take my own lunch, और उस पे भी everyone used to look at me कि ये देखो बर्गर है, घर से लेके आता है. So ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें थी. And then I used to get bullied because teachers would favor me. और secondly वही बात, I was not bad at English, I was not good at English, but मुझे English आती थी. मैं जो चीज़ बोलता था, at least I used to speak in a good accent, in a good way. Plus I was really good like in studies overall. That I remember मेरा पहला geography का midterm हुआ, so I like geography. मेरा geography का midterm हुआ and I got 29.5 marks out of 30. बाकी subjects में कोई खास नंबर नहीं है, but I used to like geography. Now my geography teacher was really impressed with it, and after that I remember every single guy in my class we used to be like, ये देखो अंग्रेज़ के लाभ, इसको सिर्फ अंग्रेज़ी आती है, हमें समझ ही नहीं आती क्या लिखा हुआ है, इसको देख लो, पता है नहीं कुछ. I made a friend, he was the topper of the class. He used to help me with studies because I used to find some things odd. Cramming, I was not used to cramming. अब यहाँ पे जिस तरह होता है कि यहाँ से यहाँ तक याद करके आए, I heard the first time I experienced कि मुझे टीचर कह रहा है लाइन नंबर 27 से लेके तो 37 तक आपने कल याद करके आना. And I'm like, what do you mean याद करके आना? Do you want me to like copy paste this? And that was new to me. So I was used to like practical studies, जिसमें आपके practicals भी होने हैं, आपके experiments भी होने हैं, conceptual, आपके concepts होने हैं, tests तो पता नहीं होते भी हैं या नहीं होते, exams नहीं होते. Exams were a big shock. Spain में exams नहीं होते. Like the education system there is based on your whole year's performance, including homework, assignments. Then they give you like practical experiments, and they evaluate you for all of that. Your behavior in class, participation and all that. यहाँ पे वो चीज़ें सिर्फ रिजल्ट कार्ड पे स्टार्स लगाने के लिए हैं और आपको इवेल्यूएट करते हैं जो आपने बुक दी हुई है उसके एग्ज़ाम पे. सो हैविंग लाइक अ होल बुक एग्ज़ाम वाज अ वेरी हार्ड थिंग. एंड आई स्टिल रिमेंबर आई गॉट लाइक 91% मार्क्स फर्स्ट टाइम. मेरे टीचर्स हैरान इस बात से. दे वर लाइक हाउ इज़ दैट इवन पॉसिबल, बिकॉज अ गाय जिसको उर्दू नहीं आती, ही गेट्स 64 मार्क्स आउट ऑफ 75 इन उर्दू, और वो बच्चे जो हमारे पास बचपन से पढ़ रहे हैं उनके 50 नंबर हैं.
स्टूडेंट्स का क्या रिएक्शन था? चलो टीचर्स तो हैरान थे.
स्टूडेंट्स
का ये नहीं था कि ये इन्फ्लुएंस अपना यूज करके जो है
स्टूडेंट्स
फैमिली का
एग्जैक्टली स्टूडेंट्स कहते हैं ये सिफारिशी नंबर है, इसने नंबर लगवाए हैं.
Why are 14-year-olds aware of this even?
क्यों है? आपको क्या लगता है?
सोसाइटी
के यहाँ पर ना हर
Culture
चीज़ में है ये बात, सिफारिशी चीज़ें काम कराना है सो नॉर्मल एंड इट्स नॉट फ्राउंड अपॉन ओवर हियर. बाहर ये कुछ कराओ ना आप तो पीपल आर गोना स्टेयर एट यू कि क्या कर रहे हो आप, बिकॉज इट्स इमोरल. यहाँ पर आई नो के पेरेंट्स स्पेशली लाइक वो बच्चों को आराम से कह देते हैं कि अच्छा नहीं रहने दो, मैं करा लूँगा, मेरे बहुत ताल्लुकात हैं.
ठीक है.
स्पेशली व्हेन लाइक इवन नॉट ऑन अ स्कूल लेवल, आई फील लाइक अगर कोई अल्लाह ना करे इसी घर कोई केस भी हो जाए ना तो यू कैन आराम से आप कह सकते हो कि ओ मैं तो पुलिस में किसी को जानता हूँ, सीन सेट हो जाएगा. तो व्हाई इज दिस सो नॉर्मलाइज्ड? समथिंग सो इमोरल इज नॉर्मलाइज्ड.
So that happened and I was like very shocked with it because I was not used to people like using it इस तरह की चीज़ों में. I remember Spain में भी like the politicians and everyone, they were considered different, लेकिन चलना उन्होंने भी उसी रोड पे है. They don't have two cars, one in front and one in the back to protect them. They would lunch उसी रेस्टोरेंट पे. But नहीं, यहाँ पे तो I saw this protocol thing for the first time कि गाड़ियाँ इस तरह जाती हैं इस तरह. I used to be shocked, और वो जिस बात पे मुझे लगना ना जो नॉर्मल बात थी यहाँ पे, उस बात पे मैं बर्गर हो जाता था. ऊपर से गांव में I had a very fair skin because your skin matters a lot on the air and the environment and the water especially. अब उस बात पे भी अब मैं ज़िंदगी में पहली बार I got bullied for being too white, which I'm not right now, but तो ये शुरू में ये चीज़ें बहुत मैटर करती थी. ऊपर से we used to bring food from there. I remember अभी भी even now my siblings don't like the cereals that you get in this market. My dad comes every 3 months, 2 months, like he comes every year 4-5 times.
Okay.
So he brings all this stuff.
All right.
अभी भी वो आए हैं, he brought like I don't know insane amount of cereals and chocolates तो चलो normal है, but cereals, medicines. I used to not go to the doctor because medicine सही नहीं लगती थी यहाँ की.
Okay.
Because एक छोटी सी बात है, how can you afford a good medicine in 40 rupees? एक Panadol का पत्ता कितने का होता है? 50 रुपए का, 100 रुपए का. How can you make a tablet for 10 rupees and it actually be good? उसमें अब क्या डाल रहे हैं?
All right.
तो अभी भी even now we bring medicines from Spain, from Ireland, इसी तरह. तो ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें थी, गलती से मैंने कुछ मेंशन कर दिया है तो वो फिर पूरे हफ्ते का टॉपिक मिल गया उनको.
ओके, चलो कुछ तो मिला ना उनको भी कुछ डिस्कस करने को तो मिलता होगा ना.
लेकिन उससे ये फ़ायदा 6 months में ये फ़ायदा हुआ बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्स्ट्रा उर्दू क्लास एंड द टीचर्स नॉट बीइंग रियली लाइक अगेंस्ट मी. दे वर अगेंस्ट मी बट वो शो करा नहीं सकते थे, उनकी मजबूरी बन गई थी. तो वो उसकी वजह से आई स्टार्टेड लर्निंग बेसिक उर्दू. लाइक मुझे थोड़ी बहुत पढ़नी आ गई थी, इतना पता लग गया था.
You are fluent with the reading
I'm
and
good.
writing.
Now I'm really good at it.
So if you get a chance, तो आप क्या करोगे? आप पाकिस्तान में ही, अगर ये लाइफ दोबारा से आपको चांस एक दिया जाए कि आपने वापस पाकिस्तान आना है, या अभी भी आपको मौका मिले और आपके पास अपॉर्चुनिटी हो कि आप वापस you go back to UAE or you go back to Spain, so what are your choice would be? What's going to like?
It depends on the time frame if you ask me.
Hmm.
If you would ask me 5 years ago,
तो आप जरूर वापस जाना चाहते.
अगले दिन, I remember for the first year, I used to wake up every day with the hope कि आज बाबा कहेंगे वापस आ जाओ.
Okay.
But once we moved to Islamabad, things got different.
Hey.
Because ultimately I used to feel a bit different about it कि गांव में everyone knows everyone. तो मम्मा ने आपको ये कहना कि आपने शॉर्ट्स नहीं पहननी बाहर जाते हुए, ये नहीं करना, ये नहीं करना. You don't have football grounds. I used to play football a lot. अब पाकिस्तान में football grounds ही नहीं है. गांव में तो कुछ भी नहीं है. So I remember.
स्पेन में कहाँ थे आप? किस?
I used to live in Vitoria, which is a city in North Spain. France के पास है बिल्कुल.
Okay.
It's called the Basque, like the province was the Basque.
Okay.
Basically, तो अब वो जो है ना, that's the part of Spain which was authentic Spain. Like वो जो conquer भी हुआ था ना जब Spain मुसलमानों से, that part was still and like it wasn't conquered. So अब वहाँ पे it was culture. Like उनका culture पूरे Spain में मशहूर है कि culture वाले लोग हैं. So अब मुझे उनकी जो local language थी वो भी आती थी.
Okay.
So अब
So
वही बात है.
Islamabad was a turning point.
Islamabad was a turning point in the sense that I found a football academy. I started going there.
Okay.
Then this school, when we shifted schools, so I got my matriculation from higher Islamabad आपने देखा. But it's not that good of a school. Like I would say it's not well known. लेकिन the thing was that वो school जो है ना, it's of my relatives. Like my relatives own the place, like they own the school and everything. तो अब उसमें ये था कि every teacher knows me. So my Urdu teacher was really supportive about it.
Okay.
She used to help me a lot. And अभी भी I go to school and she like treats me like her own kid. तो वो ये है कि she started helping me a lot with the Urdu. Then I used to take extra writing classes because my writing was not that good. तो फिर उर्दू तो बिल्कुल भी अच्छी नहीं थी. So for 1 year in 8th class when I actually got to 8, तो फिर मैंने writing की classes दी to get better in writing and the fluency and everything. She used to say कि आपने घर जाके न्यूज़ लगानी है तो वो जो बोल रही होंगी ना आपने साथ साथ लिखने की कोशिश करनी है. सो दैट यू कुड मैच. मेरी स्पीड बहुत कम थी, लिखना तो आ गया था बट स्पीड नहीं थी बिल्कुल. तो एग्ज़ाम्स आपको पता है यहाँ पे उर्दू के तो स्पेशली इतने लेंथी होते हैं. सो आहिस्ता आहिस्ता थिंग्स स्टार्टेड गेटिंग बेटर. सो मैं इसलिए आपको कह रहा हूँ इफ़ यू आस्क मी 5 years ago आई वुड गो बैक द नेक्स्ट डे. बट एज ऑफ नाउ आई फील लाइक Pakistan is not that bad,
You're in love with Pakistan now.
basically.
Okay, so Fatma, what's your take?
I feel like I would go back.
Okay.
But had I been asked this question 2-3 years ago, तो मैं कहती नहीं.
Okay.
Even
क्या वजह?
even though I used to live in a remote area up until March this year, I used to live in Bharagav. तो वो किसी गांव से कम नहीं है. And because Bharagav, जब when we shifted there, तो no one was there ना. It was just like खाली जगह थी और सिर्फ हमारा ही घर था उधर और 2-3 और थे. So जैसे जैसे घर बनते गए, so we knew everyone there.
Okay.
तो वहाँ पर everything you did was a problem of everyone. बंदा कहीं बाहर निकल जाए, इवन आप छत पे बैठे हुए ना तो वो मसला है, पूरे मोहल्ले का मसला है.
Okay.
And as I said before that I was not raised in a very conservative family, जिस तरह यहाँ पर is in remote or like small town areas. पता है सबकी mentality is very close minded. So it was, you know, मतलब bad. And I would say that abhi now that I shifted to Islamabad now, so there have been certain changes in my lifestyle that I could not imagine कि हो सकते थे. जैसे अगर उधर मैं अगर अकेली जाती ना बाहर, which I have, तो I remember कि मुझे मामा कहती थी कि I have a cousin that used to live with us. तो मामा मुझे मैं कहीं पर बाहर जा रही हूँ ना, जैसे I remember I attended MUN. तो I remember that मेरे कपड़े were not suitable for the मोहल्ला.
Okay.
Even though they were modest. And I remember मेरी मम्मा ने मुझसे कहा कि यहाँ से अबाया पहन के जाओ और जब Bharagav से निकल जाओगी फिर बेशक उतार देना. Which was honestly a shock to me कि what I'm wearing is none of your concern. And so many times अगर मैं अकेली बाहर दिख जाऊँ किसी को तो कॉल जाती थी मम्मा को, तुम्हें पता है तुम्हारी बेटी बाहर है. So it was really weird honestly. And इधर तो we don't know anyone, उधर तो हमें सबका पता था ना कौन क्या है को like, and we were practically दूर दूर के रिश्तेदार ही थे हम सब. But यहाँ पर आके things are different. But I feel like still I don't feel that sense of independence, mainly because of the patriarchy here and how everything is man favored.
Okay.
And I feel like that is what influences my decision as well. क्योंकि यहाँ पर I do anything तो वो मेरी गलती है क्योंकि मैं लड़की हूँ.
Okay.
Anything I do is मैं लड़की हूँ तुम्हारी गलती है. I cannot drive in peace without at least I know 10 people on the road saying इसको तो गाड़ी नहीं चलाने होती होगी, ये लड़की है. I cannot do anything without my gender being reflected in it.
So अभी तक हमने सारे जो है ना ऐसी चीज़ों पे बात की है जो कि कुछ तो अच्छा भी लगा होगा आप लोगों को, about Pakistan, about your
I don't
schools,
hate
about your...
Pakistan.
No, I'm not saying you hate is a very strong word.
I don't dislike Pakistan either. कि अभी जो like मेरा time that was good and उस वक्त I was like determined कि मैंने पाकिस्तान से बाहर जाना ही नहीं है कहीं पे. That was a good experience. लेकिन अभी दोबारा after like college I feel like दोबारा वो because कहीं ना कहीं से वो patriarchy and the weird misogyny it seeps through and I feel like it's something that is very deep rooted कि कभी कभार मैं भी misogynist बात कर जाती
अभी
हूँ.
आप co-ed में हो कॉलेज में या
No,
all
it's an
girls?
all girls college.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I don't attend college उस तरह से, so that is not a factor that's worrying me as of now. But बात हुई है कि my decision is not influenced on how much I like Pakistan. It's more so influenced because of my gender and the issues that I have to face here because of my gender. Because I remember Saudi में even though that is wow, people think it's such an oppressive country और वहाँ पर तो oppressed Muslims रहते हैं. वहाँ पर रात 11 बजे I could walk out and no one can dare to even look at you. यहाँ पर मैं दिन के टाइम भी बाहर जाऊँ तो I will be catcalled, I will be harassed and अगर वो कुछ ना भी बोलें तो you can tell by someone and how they're looking at you. And then as Naseer mentioned earlier कि everything you do is कि वो क्या सोचेगा, ये क्या सोचेगा. And my dad is personally a very like I would say that he has raised us to be like we would like to have an independent identity कि अगर मैं कुछ कर रही हूँ तो मैंने अपने लिए करना है. And even now when I ask him कि बाबा मैंने ये चीज़ करनी है मैं कर लूँ, तो बाबा मुझे कहते हैं कि if you're doing it for yourself तो मैं इजाज़त दूंगा, अगर किसी और के लिए कर रही हो तो नहीं दूंगा. And even like my piercings are like a huge topic कि इसकी तो इतनी piercings हैं and this and that, which at the end of the day why does it matter to you? मैं कुछ पहन रही हूँ, मैं कुछ भी कर रही हूँ तो it's an issue. And me personally, something that I've always been into as a child was makeup.
even आपके एज ग्रुप के लोग भी इसमें वो करते हैं, द जेन जी, बट
And it's not their fault. It's just the way कि हम लोग ऐसी सोसाइटी में रहते हैं ना, उनकी तो like परवरिश ही ऐसी होती है where आप you're like raised to be nosy, like you're raised to be all up in other people's businesses. I'm not. And like sure like 10 लड़कियां बैठी होंगी.
कॉलेज इस्लामाबाद में अभी कैसे
Sir,
you're
अभी
still
भी होता है.
facing the same
Just
challenges?
because you're in Islamabad does not change the mentality of the people, I feel. And अभी जो कॉलेज में भी है ना, तो anything I do is still everyone else's business.
Okay.
And I don't understand why it is that way.
Even faculty and all, वो भी है, you're just talking about your students and
Even the teachers, I feel. Obviously बीच में I'm not saying the whole entire college is bad.
course.
लेकिन जब 9 में से 10 लोग ऐसे हों तो फिर उस एक को मैं क्या ही कह सकती. But yeah, I still feel that everyone is still very अपने बारे में उनको कम है कि मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, but बाकियों के बारे में ज़्यादा है कि उसने क्या किया है.
But what do you think? How can we change this?
Exactly. Again, God, we am okay. It's not their like. If I talk about my friends, everyone's different. I have people who would not my eyeball figure way. I also have friends which would literally start. I have friends who would literally sit down and list all in summers. कि वो तो ऐसे भी करता है, ऐसे भी करता है, ऐसे. It's just important that एक चीज़ हमेशा कोई भी चीज़ है ना घर से चले. एक बच्चा है छोटा है, उसको आप उर्दू नहीं सिखाएंगे, उसको उर्दू नहीं है. स्कूल वाली ज़िंदगी में सिखा. सो द थिंग इज़ कि जब आप एक चीज़ को बचपन से लेके चल रहे हो, आप देख रहे हो मेरे पेरेंट्स अच्छा ऐसे करते हैं, ऐसे करते हैं. मेरी मम्मा को खाला की कॉल आ जाती है, पता नहीं किस चीज़ की बातें हो रही होती है जिसको मैं जानता भी नहीं. तो द थिंग इज़ वी नीड टू रिमूव दीज थिंग्स अपने अंदर. या अभी हम तो चलने छोटे हैं, लेकिन ये चीज़ चलती हर से है. आप जो चीज़ आप घर में सीखोगे वही आपके अंदर भी.
यार मेरे बच्चों में तो कुछ नहीं है.
No, but it's influenced by the environment as well.
जो चीज़ें मैं फॉलो करता हूँ, लेट्स से आई हैव टू हैमर देम एवरी डे कि बेटा डू आई डू दिस.
No, it's not necessarily from your house, it's also from the environment. क्योंकि ये जो gossip वाला thingy है, it's also in my mom. And it's also in me. And I feel like ये अभी ना पहले कम था, अभी ज़्यादा हो रहा है because of this trend of tea drop करो ना, tea spill करो, लोर तो दो. And we do this और हमें ना ये बहुत normal चीज़ लग रही होती है.
पाकिस्तान में इट्स साउथ एशिया में आई वुड से
Yeah, it's like
हमारा
बहुत
कल्चरल
वो है ना. I think it's वाकई कल्चर है and it is deep rooted. तो ये निकल नहीं सकता. But we can decrease it ना थोड़ा सा. कोई आपको आके बता रहे तो आप उसको बोलो ना, मैं कि मुझे क्यों, मुझे नहीं सुनना.
If it is someone relevant, फिर भी नहीं करना चाहिए, but it's still somewhat
Justifiable to a point.
कि चलो ठीक है, मसाला है ना, गॉसिप है ना, you see this is
No, but sir, it's like कोई मेरे पास मेरी दोस्त आ रही है for example, और वो कह रही है तुम्हें पता है उसका, and I'm like नहीं, and she's like अच्छा मैं तुम्हारे में टी देती हूँ, और आगे से हाँ बताओ. I don't know this person, I don't know the first thing about them, मुझे उसका पूरा नाम नहीं आता, मैंने उसकी शक्ल कभी देखी नहीं, but टी के लिए कुछ भी. And वो it spreads like wildfire ना, मुझे पता चला मैं किसी और को बता रही हूँ, आगे वो किसी और को बता रहे हैं, and it goes in a circle.
Okay. Guys, इतने ज़्यादा लोग हैं तो आपके बारे में पता होता है. When someone says it to your face, you're like,
मैं तो उसको जानती नहीं हूँ.
okay.
it happened to be.
और 2-4-7 मसाले भी लगे हुए होते हैं.
2-4 नहीं,
और
100-200.
हाँ, yeah, of course. हाँ.
Basically, it's a whole different story.
वो स्टोरी रहती नहीं है बिकॉज इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम हियर, एक पॉइंट तो उससे कुछ चेंजेस होंगी तो दूसरे पॉइंट पे होंगी, फिर वो जब सब लूप आप तक वापस आता है, इट्स अ होल कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट स्टोरी.
आई नोटिस दिस अ लॉट अभी जब मैं कॉलेज आई हूँ ना, बिकॉज आई डोंट अटेंड कॉलेज उस तरह से, बट समहाउ पूरे कॉलेज मुझे जानता है, पूरा कॉलेज. आई एम नॉट गेन, मुझे पता नहीं होगा
Isn't that a good thing?
नो, बिकॉज देन
You're a famous person in your college.
that is one thing, but the perception of me is bad.
Okay.
ये कॉलेज क्यों नहीं आती, there's everyone has their own story कि क्यों कॉलेज नहीं आती.
So why are you even bothered again? Are you bothered about it?
No, I'm not bothered. It's just funny to me कि मैं कॉलेज जाती नहीं हूँ. मेरी लड़कियों से कभी मुझे इनके नाम नहीं आते. I'm the first time gonna be seeing their faces. और मुझे मेरी फॉर एग्जाम्पल दोस्त आके बता रही होगी, वो उसने पता है तुम्हारे बारे में ये बोला था. इन्होंने, ये है कौन? Who is this person? So it's, I think this is also something cultural and I feel like ये ख़त्म नहीं हो सकता.
खत्म क्यों नहीं हो सकता?
तो यही बात है ना, आप वो अगेन बात वही है कि आप घर में जैसे आप कह रहे हैं कि आप तो बच्चों को ज़्यादा चल रहा है, आप उनको घर में
With you guys are so lazy actually, no? Gen Z. You guys are in a different zone all the time.
Clock it.
यू नो लाइक द प्रॉब्लम इज आप उनको घर में जितना भी
Hmm.
you have to
Are you also into gaming and all right, see.
मैस प्रोडक्शन होती है. जेंजी की एज जैसे बच्चे हैं सारे.
So I really want my kids to get off the street. ठीक है, they're not bad kids. मतलब they're of course मतलब they're not into any कि मैं कहूँ क्या कोई बहुत बुरी आदतें हैं या कुछ है, but they are always on the street. Everyone has their own laptop. So वो हेडफोन्स लगे हुए हैं, माइक लगा हुआ है, दोस्तों के साथ ऑनलाइन गेम्स चल रही हैं, and that's 24/7.
ये भी नहीं ख़त्म हो सकता.
it is like हमारे घर में ना, even though my dad never stressed money to go out to do sports or anything, he didn't have, honestly speaking, he didn't have time to go to the gym. अभी नहीं सर जाना शुरू हुआ, वो भी मैंने वो फोर्स किया कि मैं खुद जाता था तो आई वाज लाइक और साथ चले. He started away from Pakistan and then he got used to it. But walk पे gym जाना है नहीं है. But he never stressed on it. Even though like I used to take him down. मेरा छोटा है he plays insanely virtual. He's so passionate about it.
That's a good thing. Physical activities तो होनी चाहिए.
He would sleep at 2 a.m. and wake up at 4:30 without an alarm if he has a match. Otherwise, he would be sleeping till 5 p.m. and
ये एक बहुत बड़ी खतरनाक वो है Gen Z.
स्लीप साइकिल
या वो सोते ही नहीं है या
यस हो जाते हैं.
so the thing is now everyone knows देते हैं. अब हमारे घर में कोई फुट
ये इस पे हम लेटर ऑन किसी उसमें बात करेंगे इस तरह की चीज़ों पे भी.
हमारे घर में क्या चला हुआ था फुटबॉल. मेरा सबसे छोटा भाई है वो सब. अब दे प्ले गेम्स. मेरा भाई आई यूज्ड टू प्ले ऑनलाइन गेम्स बट आई स्टॉप. now मेरे दोस्तों का जब मैं टाइम है बिकॉज आई एम डूइंग मेडिकल लाइक आई डिड टेस्ट और वो हमारे पास अपनी साल डेढ़ में तो टाइम था ही. गैप ईयर में 1-2 महीने थे which honestly at one point when you stop playing, I'm not saying there is an age because I have friends which are older than me, who are older than me, then they're still playing games 24/7. But at one point if you stop doing something, you just
अभी बाद में थोड़ी देर पहले भी की थी, नीड से डिबेटेबल.
मेरा छोटा भाई है,
It is debatable.
he plays football, he plays video games on है. अब वो बिल्कुल सा टाइम है.
My youngest is crazy about football. He's 8 and I took him, एक मेरा vlog भी है उसके साथ. I took him, he asked me कि मैंने वो लेने हैं या वो क्या है vlogger, एक बहुत मशहूर सबसे बड़ा vlogger जो है मिस्टर ईस्ट. मैंने वो चॉकलेट उसकी फेस्टिवल्स लेनी है. सो आई फाइंड इट वेरी वो तो मैंने वो उसका vlog रिकॉर्ड किया उसके साथ. आई आस्क्ड हिम के लेट्स गो. मैं उसको ले गया. सो गए हम फेस्टिवल लेने थे और वहाँ से वो फेस्टिवल तो लिए नहीं, उसने साथ में एक फ़ुटबॉल भी उठा के गए. मतलब उसको नज़र आ गया तो मुझे कहता है बाबा मारने का तो घर पे तो है तुम्हारे पास. तो कहते हैं वो छोटा है तो ये प्रॉपर वाला है तो मैं ज़रा खेलूँगा. but he's crazy about football. I appreciate that and I encourage him कि वो physical उसमें involve हो rather than screen के ऊपर वो करे, because I'm myself into physical activities and all that. So हमारे age में तो अब वो reverse हो गया ना. When we were growing ना तो हमें parents मार के घर अंदर ले जाते थे. अब बीमार कहते हैं बाहर निकलो, वो बाहर नहीं निकल रहे. सो ये एक बहुत बड़ा
I
challenge
feel like one thing about Gen Z is also के middle ground नहीं ढूंढते हम, we go for the extreme.
Extreme.
या तो अगर बच्चा बाहर जा रहा है तो वो घर ही नहीं आ रहा, या तो अगर घर बैठे है तो वो बाहर नहीं जा रहा. There is no middle.
मेरे बच्चे कमरे से बाहर नहीं निकलते. When they come home, सलाम करेंगे, then they'll
I feel like this is
get
an
into their
issue
room.
जो तकरीबन हर जगह पे होता जा रहा है majorly, because everyone is so बहुत immersed हो गया digital world में, and I feel like this especially happened after COVID. जब COVID हुआ ना and everything went digital, उसके बाद I don't think people went out of it. They're going more and more into it.
Or this is an issue like with abhi my dad won't say anything from very good, like any other thing पर कुछ भी बयान होना, if it's within some limits he won't say. Lekin he gets from this okay if you like just spun on me you're suddenly never worried. He's like ठीक है आके डरना आप मत, हमें दिन की नहीं आप मत, आपने किसी को कॉल करनी है कुछ करना, you can sit there and not say 24 घंटे मेरे पास बैठी, but at least you know, and in my family I feel like this thing has helped us have a great connection with each other, like siblings में भी parents के साथ भी, that we sit together, like it's not कि fixed time है कि खाने के टाइम ना बीच में, it's को वेला बैठा है ना तो कोई जाग मामो गया देर जाएगा,
Alright.
जब we sit together बातें के बेला जाए रहेंगी, तो this is something अभी my siblings are with me available, तो ये भी मसला है कि अभी they don't have their separate rooms. I do, and I feel like I am most of the time in my room, but I still go downstairs and sitting with them and play games with them. ये अपने कमरे में तो मेरे भाई या तो पर गेम भी खेलता है, and we talk, it's good. लेकिन this is an issue actually कि we are getting so much used to our own space कि हमें दूसरों से बैठने में जी दिखता है कि even there is siblings आपके पेरेंट्स हैं ना, उनके साथ भी आपको बैठते भी बड़ा जीते हैं.
और आप अगर बैठ रहे हो तो आपके हाथ में फ़ोन है.
अब रोज़ मेरे किसी भी गैदरिंग में गए यहाँ तो जिधर बात खत्म हो गई बिल्कुल ऐसी लाइक
They're gonna have nothing to do on their phone. खोल के settings आप भी अगर खोल के देखें ना तो देखेंगे but फ़ोन उठाएंगे. And this is something that my father is really upset about कि because my dad उन्होंने हमें exposure दिया था of technology and internet before anyone else in our family. So we've had phones since a really young age. तो अब वो अक्सर कहते हैं कि मैं पछताता हूँ. Even though I feel like जिन बच्चों को अब भी जाके फ़ोन मिल रहे हैं
Good as well, or at the same time, of course.
वो बात हुई है कि एक्सट्रीम पे पहुंच जाते हैं या तो फिर होता ही नहीं है या बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. And we need to start buying it.
So,
in excess is just lot of it.
so लेकिन बातें करते करते इतने we have so much to talk about, we have so much to discuss, लेकिन time की भी constraint है. It's been almost an hour that we have had in this discussion. और I'm sure कि this is not going to end in just one episode or 1 hour or anything. So we'll conclude it here for today, and we'll come up with further discussions in our upcoming videos. So आप हमें अपने फीडबैक से आगाह कीजिएगा. आपको ये डिस्कशन कैसे लगी. ये पॉडकास्ट की एक एफर्ट थी हमारी फर्स्ट एपिसोड, एंड आई होप यू एंजॉयड इट. एंड जो इन बच्चों का पर्सपेक्टिव है वो आपने सुना, और आई एम प्रीटी श्योर कि बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स, बहुत सारे जो हमारे बुज़ुर्ग हैं वो इसको रिलेट कर रहे होंगे, और आपने इन यंगस्टर्स का भी पर्सपेक्टिव सुना. एंड आई होप उससे कुछ आप लोगों की भी अंडरस्टैंडिंग हुई होगी और उसको समझने में आपको कोई आसानी होगी. So this is Yafir X signing off. Thank you so much, Fatma.
Thank you so much for having me.
For your time and your valuable discussions. So I'll hope to see you very soon. Take care of yourself. तमाम देखने वालों को भी बहुत शुक्रिया. अपना ख्याल रखें और अपना फीडबैक हमें ज़रूर दीजिएगा. I'm signing off. Take care of yourself and your loved one. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.